Fort Worth Church of Gospel is adding more security because of death threats towards its bishop. It's on the heels of this viral video about an offering during a church service in another state from last year. It is a case that also has lessons about social media responsibility. Our Marvin Hurst sitting down with the bishop to talk about the controversy and shares his plans to close the door.
Bishop Marvin Sapp and his chosen vessel church in Fort Worth have become targets.
The attacks that I've received on social media, the phone calls that we received at our church, I mean, literally, profane, cussing me out, death threats, all kind of crazy stuff, and all of this, I was like, man, this all happened over me asking, people to give a nominal fee of $20.
The gospel star gave us copies of the voicemails. After listening to them, we decided they were too vile to give voice to. In the meantime, Sapp says they did not report the matter to police. Instead, they have hired off-duty officers to increase security at the church.
Oh God, my Father.
So this threat stems from the recent release of a video clip. It is from the Pentecostals of the World Conference in Baltimore last July. He presided over the evening services and challenged the audience to sow $20 for an offering, which would have raised $40,000 for the conference.
There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together.
Right outside the doors were vendors. So it was like loud when the doors were opened. And of course, people can't hear that, so they assumed that, when I said close the doors, not lock the doors, but close the doors, that, I was trying to keep people inside for the premise and purpose of them giving, when the truth of the matter is that, offering is a sacred moment.
Is it the battle of money in this situation, or is it the desire to believe the worst about the person?
I think it's the desire to believe the worst about the person. People assume that, the preacher is pimping people in the urban community. When the saddest thing about that concept is that, we're only considered being pimps, when we're raising offerings, but we're not considered that when we're paying light bills and gas bills and feeding those in the community. The church does a lot of great work.
So this situation allows them to remind people about the responsibility associated with social media. The youth pastor at Sapp's church was at the conference.
Everybody is an influencer. It's just, how are you influencing?
Even though everyone has the right to their opinion, Bowen believes this blew into a flaming reaction without full context, a risk that needs considering before hitting send.
Sometimes instead of pumping the brakes, saying, I will not play a part in this, we jump into it and we hit one button.
As for Sapp,
I was like, well, since they're capitalizing on it, I'm gonna capitalize on it as well. Easter Sunday, I'm preaching a message called Close the Door.
He's releasing a new song on Good Friday with a song that has that very same title.
I'm closing the door. Absolutely.
Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.